Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for the Walking Dead universe and another video for the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. This one's going to be doing another discussion video for today. We're going to be going over some new images that just released for Daryl Dixon Season 3. And we're also going to talk about the hype level for Daryl Dixon Season 3 in comparison to other years for Walking Dead franchise. So, I did a video yesterday talking about one of the biggest missed opportunities I believe the Walking Dead would have with, obviously their current state of their franchise right now. Definitely be sure to check out that video. I'd be interested in getting your thoughts on that, at least for some of the ones that, of course, haven't seen that one yet. That one, definitely, I wanted to get some opinions on because I have seen very little interest in The Walking Dead this fall. It is really not all that hyped up. I've been asking a lot of people, like, hey, like, are you going to be watching Daryl Dixon? It's like, oh, really? That's still on? I'm like, damn, so, yeah, it's a really crazy time, man. It really is. Walking Dead is coming up on its 15-year anniversary, and it couldn't be more just non-interested from the fans than ever before. I've never seen anything like it. And that's just coming from a personal experience. People may say to me like, oh, Dan, it's popular. You just don't realize it because like this and this and this. Listen, I know the Walking Dead fandom. I've been around the block a good few times. I can officially say this is the most least interested fall Walking Dead year I've ever seen. It is awful. It is terrible. There is only like the diehard fans that are waiting for this. Aside from that, it's dead. Like the casual fans and stuff, like it's nowhere to be seen. And it's insane to me to see that. I mean, hell, I've seen multiple Walking Dead videos and multiple Walking Dead content creators that do Walking Dead videos, and in that, a lot of people are just talking about the old seasons. They don't want to watch the new stuff. They simply don't. So, it goes to show you, it really does. But yeah, no, in terms of the level of hype from the fans, it is non-existent. Now, in terms of, for me, where would I say my hype is at, going into this third season? After what they did in Season 2, and after how redundant it was, and after seeing Season 3, and seeing the trailer, and seeing everything, I would give it like a 5, honestly, at this point, and I know that might sound kind of low. That's where my hype is at. I'm middle ground, and middle ground means that my level of caring is not really there. And I'll tell you why. It's simply because I am not interested in seeing all these different countries that are probably not going to amount to anything.
Fuck no.
Daryl and Carol are probably just going to go home by the time this whole thing's done, and there won't be any lasting impact of these storylines, you know what I mean? There was not a lasting impact of the France storyline at all, so I genuinely don't think Spain is going to be any different. I hope they prove me wrong. I genuinely do, but that's not what I think is going to happen. I do not think that Spain is going to have an overarching effect on Daryl's character or Carol's character or anything like that. I don't think it's going to change anything, and that's kind of what makes it non-hype. I think that's why a lot of people aren't, keeping up with the Walking Dead spinoffs anymore, is because it does not feel like any of these have an impact. You know what I'm saying? And when you finish the season, it's kind of like, that doesn't really have much of an impact. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of that whole thing, going on, and that's kind of why I would say, these spin-off shows, and in particular for the Daryl Dixon series, like I said, I've seen it. I know some people would say, oh, Dan, you're just not looking at it enough. No, trust me, I've looked at it enough. I have not seen fans that are that excited for it besides the diehard fans that are left. The casual fans are not sitting here waiting for this, you know what I'm saying? So, and that is worth acknowledging because when you're on your 15-year anniversary for, a popular television series that at one point was cracking 17 million viewers, and now you're seeing a show that's, barely even hitting a few 100,000, on AMC Plus and this and that. I tell you what, man, it's really, really weird to see. It really is. So I'm hoping that the quality is good because I tell you what, it is not my main focus this fall. The Walking Dead is 100% not my focus this fall. This fall, I'm focusing on the wrap-up of Dexter Resurrection. I'm focusing on, a lot of other things. There's Stranger Things coming back. There's Peacemaker coming around. There's Gen V that I'm going to be reviewing. There's a lot of different TV shows. There's Pluribus from Vince Gilligan I'm checking out. There's a lot of different things I'm checking out. Hell, there's a trailer for Cold Water with Andrew Lincoln, which we're going to cover that in a video coming up here. I'm a little bit more like, oh, what's that? Than I am with Daryl. So Go show you, and that's not even a Walking Dead show. So, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at in terms of hype. I'd give it a 5. I want to hear your guys' hype level. Like, out of 10, what would you give it? Genuinely. Give me a comment. Give me your kind of feedback on it. I want to see where you guys are at, because I genuinely think that that would be good to hear. Because right now, honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. So, that's where I'm at. I'm a 5. I'm moderately interested, but I can't say I'm hyped.
Fuck no.
I cannot say I'm hyped, and it doesn't look like the fans are hyped either, so I know I'm not alone in that, you know what I mean? Now, there are 3 new images for this new season of Daryl Dixon that did just come out. If we get any more, we'll definitely give our thoughts, but we got a few new ones. We got Daryl sitting there kind of having like a drink or something. I think that's when he's at Julian's place in episode 1, and they're kind of sitting there talking about like, oh, like, how'd you get here on a boat or whatever and all this stuff? Do you even know how to sail? And she's like, well, how do you think we got here, you know? So that's probably what that scene is, and Daryl's kind of sitting there talking with them. Julian, like I said, I predicted it many times. I think that character's dead as hell in the first episode, which is automatically going to deduct like a half a point, maybe a whole point for me, because it's going to be like, okay, what was the point of it? what was that for? You know what I mean? I'm warning y'all right now, if you're expecting me to give Daryl 301 a 10 out of 10, I would highly suggest not expecting that high of a rating, because I guarantee you're going to be disappointed. There's already things I'm seeing that I'm like, what? You know? And I haven't even watched the season yet. Now, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, this thing's going to be bad, or this thing's going to be bad. I don't do that. I like to judge it when I see the episodes, but I can judge the way it looks. And there's things I'm seeing that I'm like, what? Huh? Like, huh? What's going on? You know? So, yeah, again, honestly, I'd be pretty surprised if I came out of this with a 9. I'm more so expecting me to give it an 8, the first episode. That's what I'm expecting to give it. But again, we'll have to see. There is a photo of Carol with a cat. Where the hell? I will say that's pretty different. You know what I'm saying? Carol with a cat. Yeah, she's petting a cat, so there you go, I guess. And then finally, we've got an image of Daryl, Carol, and that couple that saved them, and they're pointing guns at Frederick or whatever, that guy, and Frederick or whatever, and he's kind of sitting there saying like, yeah, welcome, welcome friends, So that's that, yeah. So those are some new images there, all probably from the first episode, I would assume, but at the same time, I guess we'll have to wait and see. It's also a matter of seeing how long the first episode is, right? That's kind of the other thing. I also don't know if they're going to give people like early access to the premiere, because I remember with season 2 of Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol, they gave like massive early access to the first episode. This one, it doesn't look like they're doing that, but again, we'll have to see what they end up doing. So that's kind of my thoughts on all that stuff. Let me know what you guys think about Daryl Dixon. Where is your hype level at? What are your thoughts on the new images, of course? And if there's any more images, we'll definitely give our thoughts. But I want to hear, where is your hype at for Daryl Dixon now that we're getting close? Scale of 1 to 10. I'm a 5, but again, I want to see your guys' feedback on it, of course. So, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe button to don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of the Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected, every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.